Hi there. So I started doing recordings of Heroes of the Storm. I'll be uploading those videos in a bit, but I realized that what I was starting to do in my commentary was more of a how-to and sort of teaching about the different heroes as I was playing, and more of an introduction to Heroes of the Storm. So I've decided to go ahead and create some videos which are basic introductions to the different heroes and how they work, and I'm by no means an expert at all. I'm kind of learning as I go. As you can see, not all the heroes have been unlocked yet even. So I'm basically going from experience that I have had with the different heroes and how they work and how I've enjoyed playing them, and sort of any tips and tricks that I've found as I've been going along. So we'll start off first just with what exactly Heroes of the Storm is, and that is that it falls into the genre of a MOBA, and it's very much like Dota. I call it the friendlier version of Dota. You don't find that many aggro people usually, and usually it's kept quite civil, especially if you go up against bots really. You tend to kind of try out different heroes as you go, which is loads of fun just to play against bots and to see how they work. And you have different objectives on different maps that you play, and while you meet those different objectives you also push down two, sometimes it's usually three lanes, taking towers and essentially at the end taking the base. So yeah, it's loads of fun. You can find different heroes that sort of play off each other quite well, and yep, you don't have to play against other players. If I know a couple of friends that I know um, still shy away from just any kind of negativity, so if anyone tells them that they're really shit, they take it kind of personally, and yeah. So if you are in that sort of frame of mind, you can play where it'll be yourself for other players and you'll play against bots. You have the quick match option, which is yourself for other players playing against 5 players. You have the different leagues here. There are ranked and unranked, and it kind of goes into more of an explanation the difference between those two. You get a brawl, which is a weekly thing where you get a chest with rewards. There's usually different patches that are introduced, so sometimes you can get a mount from those. They'll have different events and you can get loot for that, so that's quite exciting to see whatever they introduce. And you get custom games, so those are pretty much, you can choose the map, you can do whatever you want to right there. The brawls are very interesting to play. Each week you find different objectives. Usually what happens is it'll tell you how many games you need to play in order to get that reward, and usually sometimes it's the same hero that everyone plays. Sometimes, which is usually what actually happens, is it's a choice of 3 randomly selected. So it's always good to go ahead and familiarize yourself with different players and not just stick to the same one, which is exactly what I did when I started playing. I played Jaina. She was my first that I ended up playing with, and went to D.Va. You can see D.Va is a very high level. I essentially played every single game as D.Va. Since then I've kind of tried to change it up a bit more, but I haven't unlocked all the characters, and I'm hopefully going to be doing that with you and sort of learning, finding out what the different players do, how they work. You get different universes as well, because this is a Blizzard game. You can see heroes from Warcraft, Starcraft, Diablo, Overwatch, and then these are the Blizzard classics. You can see each week they have different characters. So for instance, Thrall right now, he is free to play. You don't have to pay the gem price or the gold price for him. You can give him a try for free, see if you like him, and then buy him. You can also see when you click on the various players, they have a difficulty level, they have, it'll tell you if they are melee, if they're assassins. You can see the different roles on the left hand side of the screen, and you can basically play the characters as you like to, but it's always fun to kind of change it up and move from a support role to a warrior. Maybe you come in as a specialist, you do a multi-class hero as well. You can just change it up, and it ends up being quite fun and quite interesting. As you level your characters, you get loot, which is up at the top here. You'll get different chests. You'll be able to view your collections, and sometimes they've got specials on, so for a discounted price you can get different characters. So this is basically us learning together, and I hope you enjoy the videos that I post.